Well, hello. In this video, we'll learn how to show images inside our application from internet. Suppose your image required to show some images from the database, uh, which will store image inside your internet server. Now, if you want to show that image inside your application, there are several methods. Basically, there is simplest one method that we'll learn in this video, and there are two resources, I mean two libraries that we can use for the same purpose, right? So first of all, suppose I have this image inside my local database inside htdocs and demo. I want to show this image inside my application, right? So first, how I can access this image. Suppose, let me check my IP first. IP config 192.168.42181, right? 192.168.42. Sorry, 42 dot was that 181 slash demo slash grade. This will be the path to that image, right? Excuse me, demo. Okay, now inside this demo there's, okay, I have index.php file inside it, so let me delete it first, and now let me reload it. So here I have gray.png file. If I open it, I'll have the path here. So what I'll do, that I have to give this path inside Android application so that our application can load it, the image, right? So for to do that, we can use two libraries, either one is Picasso. So simply search Picasso Android and go to its GitHub page, and down here if you scroll down is the implementation library, and here is the code of implementation. Where is it? Okay, I'll show you that later. And the other library is Glide. So you can just Google it, and the first link is GitHub. So open it, and down here is the dependency which you have to copy inside our application, and here is the code glide.with, right? So for let's go to Android Studio, and first let's take image view, which will be match parent and height will be wrap content, and I'll give some padding to it. It will be 20 dp, and id will be image, simple, right? Now go to Java and map this image view with Java. Iv equals to find view by id r dot id dot image, right? So now first let's implement Picasso. So go to GitHub page and copy this dependency, and in Android Studio open gradle.build.gradle module app and paste that down here inside this dependency block, right? And then sync. It will take a little time. Once it finish, I'll meet you at the end of this process. Okay, so process is finished. Now close this file, we don't need it anymore. Now go to the Picasso GitHub page and go to actually this square dot where is it, picasso.com. Yeah, it is the one. Go to this URL, right, and copy this line of code picasso.get.load. I'll explain it, and you just have to paste it down here, right? So what happens, picasso.get, you have to import the class here, picasso.get.load, and inside this load we have to pass the URL of our image file. So to get that URL, go to the Chrome where we have opened our image and copy this URL from here, and now you just have to paste it over here, and instead of image view, let's take IV. Now let's run our application, and once it's open, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, our app has finished compiling, and as you can see, it has run itself on emulator, but we cannot see any images here. So something is wrong, I think, or maybe it's just taking a bit of time. I don't know. Let's just wait for some time and see if it is opening or not. The thing with Picasso is that sometimes it takes a little time, depends on the server and the image size, to load images from the server. So I prefer Glide over Picasso because it's a little bit faster. In my opinion, it might not be the case, but I have used both enough that I know that Glide is a little bit faster than Picasso to load images, right? So it's really taking time. So let me just show you how to use Glide, because there is nothing wrong with our code. So it's definitely taking time to load the images. So that's the only problem with it. Until it's loading the image, let's go to the Glide GitHub page and copy this dependency and annotation processor as well, and paste it in build.gradle file in order to use Glide and sync now. It is not loaded yet, so I'll meet you at the end of this process while Glide is being downloaded and installed in our Android Studio. Alright, it was fast enough and it's finished loading. So now go to the Glide GitHub page, and down here just copy this line, glide.with, and paste it under here, and import the class. Copy this URL from here and paste it here, and instead of image view we have a variable called IV. And let me just comment it for now, and let's run our application and see if the Glide is working or not, right? And in Glide, instead of picasso.get, we have glide.with, and we have to pass the context of our activity in, and then we load the URL inside our image view, right? So that is how these both libraries work, and let's see if our application is working and loading the image of this URL or not. Let's see. Okay, as you can see, our application is running but still no image. So let me just check it. Hi, it is wrap content match parent. Let me just change it to match parent and see. Let's run. I don't know what is the problem here, because the code is perfect. There's nothing wrong with the code here. Still it's not showing anything. So I still don't have any idea why this is not working. Let me copy this URL and see if the URL is correct. It is showing the image, but why is not working in Android? I don't know. Let's take an image from internet, maybe then it will work. That's not .com. I don't want any YouTube. Just search YouTube on Google. Come on. Yeah, in images, let's take this image and copy image address and paste it here instead, right? And run our application. It's quite long, right? I hope it works this time because everything is accurate. As far as code is concerned, nothing's wrong with the code. It is still not showing. Yeah, it has shown. Definitely something was wrong with the image inside our server. So basically you have to just paste the URL here. Nothing's that bad, right? So let me just go back and rerun with this URL and see if it is working or not. It should work. If it is not working, then something must be wrong with my local host server, XAMPP. I'm using XAMPP, by the way. So definitely something is wrong with XAMPP. So I'll fix it, but the code is right here. We have seen an example with the online image. Let's see it again with Picasso this time. Let's copy that URL and rerun our application and see if the Picasso library is working here or not. And the thing I told you that Picasso is a little bit slower compared to Glide is I still stand on that because I have experienced several times that Picasso takes a little bit of time to process images and show it to show it inside Android application. See, still it is something wrong with Picasso with the YouTube image as well. So I don't know why Picasso takes time. They should fix it. So I will recommend you to use Glide, and I'm not going to wait until this image shows up here. So this is it for this video. I recommend you to use Glide, and you can use Picasso as well if you feel that Picasso is simpler or faster. I certainly don't feel that way, so I use Glide more than Picasso. So that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video.